Oi, oi, real moaners. I'm working on a little torchlight. Because I'm still building my setup. So I don't have a ring light. I do have one. I'm pretty sure it's in that box there, but got to move a lot of geek shit to find it. So we obviously San Diego Comic-Con again. I say again, it's all weekend, so we're going to have some really random drops. Sorry. So I might drop more than one a day. Like I'm probably going to drop this one now. And I did Ebenezer today as well, because I think that, one, I don't want to wait to watch them. Two, I don't want you to wait to watch them. And if you're interested and you love watching my stuff, which I think you're mental, but then you want to see it as and when it drops, and when you go and watch the trailer yourself, you can go and see what I say. Not that you should care, but so we have the big trailer drop for the Lanterns TV show. Now, if you want my major insight, please go back to the previous trailer, okay? Because I'll run down most of it there, but I'll give you the brief synopsis. I do not think James Gunn's DCU is working. I think the idea of putting Haljordan and John Stewart in a Western murder mystery, Breaking Bad-ish kind of Yellowstone show, I think it's a terrible idea. The Green Lanterns are an intergalactic police force, like the Men in Black. Like they literally police the universe, and they go to. In terms of tone, you would want Guardians of the Galaxy, and I, as one person, I will honestly say, I don't dislike the Ryan Reynolds film. Yes, it had limitations in terms of CG, which don't look too bad. I'll still give it its due. And you had like all of the other Lanterns and Sinestro, which I know is going to be a point of contention in this, because we're getting Sinestro again. Now, obviously, I really like Mark Strong as Sinestro, and if they were going to do a reboot, I always said Luke Evans, because Sinestro is the equivalent to Hal, which concerns me in this, because obviously Hal is so much older. Kyle Chandler, great actor, but I've heard the rumours. Spoilers, don't listen to this, but if you don't want to know, I've heard he dies in the first episode. Because the whole premise of the series is, I was going to say Guy Gardner then, he shows up as well. Why is he not more ginger? Anyway, that's another thing for another day, and I think it was goofy and stupid in Superman. I said I wasn't going to ramble too much. You can go back and hear my other rambles, but if this is the abridged version. So we essentially have a grounded version of a story. This would be like making Superman a police constable. That's what we're doing. We're chaining these guys down to Earth, from what we know. And obviously I've heard that Hal Jordan dies in the first episode, which is it's a good and a bad thing. It's a good because it means that John Stewart can step into his own, and it means that everything we've seen in the trailers thus far is episode 1, which is exciting, because it's like, well, okay, I can buy that for episode 1, but we need more, okay? But it's a bad thing, because I think he's a great casting choice. Hal Jordan is such a huge, prominent role in the DC universe that I think cutting him off so soon is dumb. But then everything that James Gunn has decided up until this point has been dumb. Supergirl has bombed so badly. And I think having one of your top Justice League members, let's be fair, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Flash, Green Lantern, Cyborg. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he's up there. That'd be like how we're going to introduce Batman in the DCU. We're going to make it a TV series. Now, I know TV series have the budget now. They can far exceed what films can do in terms of scope and story. But this is just a terrible idea. The suit that we've seen of the Green Lantern looks awful. It's more like the Bronze Lantern. But I'm going to stop because I can see I'm nearly hitting 5 minutes. I knew I'd do this. We've got 3 minutes of trailer. And I don't try and push these over 10 minutes, but we might exceed that. So let's... have any optimism here. Can't even tell I'm in green. But I don't have a green ring. Because if I did have a green ring, I'd probably need to go to the doctors. And that's the only thing I prepared for this episode was that fucking joke. Dumb. Anyway, let's go. I will say I like the actors' choices.
Get up, Junior.
I love kylechandler. I can't remember Aaron something.
So, you're a space cop.
No, I'm just being trained.
So we're just upfront
All right,
about
do
the
less.
fact that
Take
Green
a break.
Lanterns exist.
Fly.
Just fly.
I'm sorry. Fly, please.
Okay, that's funny. What?
What's that?
Oh, he made a bird because he said about flying.
For now.
I will say I like that they're not shying away from the creationism of the ring.
What do you think is going on?
It's the wax and we're here.
Yeah, we needed to cut budget.
Based on what?
I have a feeling.
He has a feeling.
I do like
This
her.
is more than just a feeling.
This is a threat no one's ever
Cowboys.
seen before.
Okay.
What do you know about manhunters?
Where'd you hear that
As
word?
in like Martian manhunters?
Manhunters are the most dangerous beings to ever exist in the galaxy.
Okay.
They can take the form of any species.
So they could be anyone.
Okay.
An ascendant of
It's still a bit of a cop-out. Still trying to be cheap about it.
to put you down.
And now we're getting Guy Gardner being a bit of a badass. Okay. Nice, nice. Love that.
Haljordan.
The ring's always been mine. Jordan's just keeping it warm.
That's not the fucking case, mate. I need... Okay, Sinestro.
Sinestro.
You don't really believe he's your backup, do you, Hal?
No.
Let's see what he actually is.
My replacement.
So Sinestro's already captured, already turned evil, and already in prison.
In brightest day.
Why are we... Sorry.
In
Blackest night.
No evil shall escape my sight.
It's the pledge, yeah.
Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light. How about a beer?
I've still got the same taste in my mouth that I have from all the trailers. From the beginning of the moment I heard this was being made, I've got the same taste in my mouth. I understand hop, skipping and jumping over Superman's origins a little. Batman's a little, if you have to. I think Batman's origins are integral to his character, same as Superman. But I understand skipping over it because we've maybe had 3 Superman or 5 Batman or whatever. That's just me picking numbers out of thin air. I'm a very big Batman fan. But with Green Lanterns, when the last one we had did everything intergalactic and still didn't work, to do this and to ground it and to kill off Hal Jordan so quickly, which they're going to do, because all of his footage is in the same place, apart from him going up to Sinestro, and then he'll come back and he'll get murdered at the end of episode 1. I think the suit looks shit. I really don't like the look of it. The Funko Pop, ironically, is a better version of the suit than the one that's in the fucking trailer. It's way greener, it's got the mask, it looks great. Maybe we're going to get that. I just think everything's so desaturated, it looks dull. Manhunters have obviously come to Earth. I don't know if that's a connection to Martian Manhunters, or that's a gap in my DC knowledge. They can take... So obviously we saw them transform. They can become their alien selves. But I think we're going to see them in human form most of the time because it's cheaper. And the whole Sinestro being part of the Lantern Corps and turning because of the power of the yellow ring, we're not even getting that. We're skipping that completely. He's just a bad guy in a cell on a what looks like a desolate planet. And he also looks like some old fucker in a prison jail. I just... There's not enough Green Lantern in there for me. There's not enough colour. There's not enough... And I love a desaturated superhero film. But there's not enough... And it's not even the action. It's looking like Green Lantern. If I put that on mute and cut a couple of scenes from that trailer, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know, and that's a problem. Because iconography is important. For example, I am looking at the screen grab of Ebenezer with Johnny Depp. I don't even need to know that's Johnny Depp. I don't even need to know the title. I know that's Scrooge. I know that the one next to Long, which I'm going to do as my next one tomorrow, and I'm waiting off, Rings of Power. I can quite clearly see by the iconography that's Sauron. This screen cap for lanterns is two dudes in coats. Like, I don't know. I'm not optimistic for it. I hope it proves me wrong. But I'm actually really annoyed because I hoped with a 3-minute trailer they were going to give us some substance and some fucking gold, something to get my teeth into to go, yeah, do you know what? This was the right choice. And all it's done is reinforce why it shouldn't have been done. Period. So, might be my longest video. Like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you over at the next one. Over and out.